Rex and Kenny Walker are tight, good buddies. They work out together, hang out together, and have a lot of fun together. Because of the pressure to win at Kentucky in basketball, sometimes the obvious gets overlooked. The players are just teenagers who happen to be gifted in basketball. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just the way it is. This afternoon, I went out to talk with Rex and Kenny for the second day in a row. Kenny says that Rex broke our camera yesterday. I was talking to Kenny about what he was doing to get ready for training camp with the New York Knicks.
Back in July, I had my knee scope, and I wasn't able to do a whole lot. I just...
Obviously, Rex, behind our camera, did something to set the Skywalker off.
Rex have looked at me a whole lot over the last couple months, and he's wanted to be just like me. I've always been Rex Chapman's idol. He's patterned his game after me. When he was at Apollo High School, when he was that little, and when I was here at the University of Kentucky, he used to write me all the time and said that, you know, he wanted autographed pictures and posters of myself, and you know, I just did everything in my power to help the kid. And
because you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy.
It was just the opposite. Kenny used to write me when I was in high school. He saw me play down here a few times in Lexington. We played Henry Clay a couple times, and Kenny used to write me when I was in high school, believe it or not, and ask for advice on what to do, ask how to handle the media. He used to be really shy.
He's ugly. He's so ugly. You know how ugly he is?
He's got to sneak up on a glass of water just to get a drink.
No. You so ugly that tears run down the back of your neck. That's how ugly you are.
Oh, well, okay.
While we were taping, a battery went out on the camera, which happens, but for a couple of seconds, we didn't know what it was. Rex was in front of the camera, and we thought for the second day in a row, Rex broke our camera. I guess you had to be there, but the three of us just lost it. Rex and Kenny are two young guys having fun and getting paid for doing something they enjoy. More on both in a more conventional sense on future shows. The finals of the 105.
Yeah, he does.
Got it. Kenny, getting ready for training camp?
Yes, I am. Like the last month and a half, 2 months, Rex and I have been working out with the Kentucky basketball team and Coach Rock, and been out playing with the team, and we were both in real good shape right now, and we're just ready to get things on the way. I'm looking forward to this year. I should personally get a lot more playing time, and I think that the Knicks is going to do very well this year.
Anything in particular you're working on this year in the off season?
Well, back in July, I had my knee scope, and I wasn't able to do a whole lot. I just
I'm surprised you lasted that long. I thought you were going to be out of the Come on, man. Go it on. You got to play it serious, bro.
Hey, man, come on. Hey, man, come on. I'm going to do like Winston now. Come on. Come on, man. You got to quit. Okay. No more fart, man. Come on by, guys.
Yeah, a good fart always breaks up an interview. It works every time.
Come on, Rex, man. We've been serious. We're trying to conduct the interview here.
Okay. Yeah, we're being real serious.
Yeah.
You want to talk about buoyancy and brothers in the pool?
Yeah. Well, we can talk about anything you want to talk about, Alan.
Want to talk about farts?
Yeah, we can just ignore those guys over there.
No, I think they got your number. I think you're in trouble. See, look at they're deciding now a strategy how to get you this time.
No.
They're not?
We're not talking about. No, we're not talking about that. Get back there.
I had to get y'all back, man. Woo!
Call that tit for tat?
Yeah. Got him back. Okay, I'm ready.
You had your knee scoped this summer.
Yes, I had my knee scoped in mid-July, and I was just really working hard this summer to just try to get it strong again so I can get ready for this year. Right now, I would say that I'm probably about 85 to 90%, and with a little bit more hard work going into training camp, hopefully within another month or so I can be at 100%.
You got a shot at getting more PT playing time this year.
Yes, we lost Johnny Newman to the Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets. Somebody else playing that team, you know?
Yes, I think a guy named Rex Chapman plays for that team. I think I know him.
Slow guard?
Yeah, he's a little brain damaged, I think. And he plays for Charlotte. And Johnny is going to be down there with them this year, and that should open up the door for me to get a whole lot more playing time.
You've been playing with the young kids here at Kentucky. Who looks good to you?
Well, right now, Reggie Hanson looks real good out on the court, and so does Feldhouse and Pelfrey. Those three guys have impressed me the most, along with Henry Thompson. I think that he's been playing really, really well.
It's Henry Thomas, Rex.
Thomas. I'm sorry, Alan. I mean Henry.
We'll spice around it. Tell me about Henry Thomas.
Henry is a very deceiving ball player. I mean, he's about 6'4" and real slim, but he gets in and mixes it up real well in the inside. He rebounds well. He passes well. He cuts backdoor. He does all the things that a player needs to do to be successful in Coach Pitino's system. He's wiry. He's quick. He's just a great athlete. He's going to be a big plus for the University of Kentucky basketball team.
You can see him starting someday here?
I think so. A lot of people don't know a whole lot about him because he sat out last year. But he's a very, very good basketball player. And I think when Kentucky fans finally discover Henry, they're going to discover that they got a very good basketball player.
You've gone inside against Mashburn and Martinez. What do they look like?
Well, the two freshmen, I have been very impressed with them also. Mashburn, he has the size and the quickness. Somewhat reminds me of Richard Madison with his quickness and his size. I think with a couple more months, and once he gets into the season, I think that he's going to be a big help for Kentucky making the final stretch run this season. And so will Jamal. I think that he's done very good also. He's about 6'9", and he's going to give them the height that they need. Right now, Reggie is playing center. Reggie can play center, but I would like to see him spend a lot of time at the forward position so that when he graduates, he can feel comfortable in playing that position when he has his chance at the NBA.
You know, as good as friends as you and Rex are, there's a question he's been dying to ask you, but Rex is a little shy, so he asked me to ask you, who does your hair?
Well, a friend of mine named Phil Thornton out at Lazarus in the mall, at Fed Mall at Glenby's. He does my hair, and I'm going to let you in on something, Alan. He also does Rex's hair also. And if you can notice that I have what they call a slope box, and in the back of my hair I have a little ponytail right here. Rex have looked at me a whole lot over the last couple months, and he's wanted to be just like me. And he's gotten his hair cut somewhat in kind of a slope, shave real close on the side, and he too also has a little ponytail. Though I must say his ponytail is a little longer than mine, but I look a hell of a lot better than he does.
He looks up to you.
He looks up to me, you know, not only because I'm 6'8" and he's about 6. Well, they list him at 6'4". He's really 6'5". He looks up to me physically, but he looks up to me in a lot of other ways also. I've always been Rex Chapman's idol. He's patterned his game after me. I mean, all the trick shots that he comes up with, all his slam dunks and his feathery jump shot, all from me. Because when he was at Apollo High School, when he was that little, and when I was here at the University of Kentucky, he used to write me all the time and said that, you know, he wanted autographed pictures and posters of myself, and you know, I just did everything in my power to help the kid. And
because you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy, and you know, we've become, you know, pretty good friends, and you know, I feel really sorry for him sometimes because, you know, like I said, he is a little brain damaged, and you know, I just try to, you know, do whatever I can to keep him out of trouble.
She hit that off. Looks funny to me. Rex, some of the young kids you've played with here, Henry Thomas, coaches mentioned to him early in the summer. Some other guys mentioned him, say, hey, nobody knows who this kid is, but he can play.
Yeah, that's true. Henry is an outstanding player. You know, Kenny and I have been fighting all summer to see who gets on his team every day because Henry's team always seems to win. He's one of those sneaky type of players, gets a lot of backdoor baskets and sets his man up well, plays good defense, has real long arms, and is quick. But he can shoot right-handed or left-handed. And, you know, he's just sort of a one of those smart type of players you hate playing against. He gets a lot of tip-ins and a lot of steals. I've been really impressed with Henry this summer.
Kind of like a smooth garbage player who does a lot of the little things that maybe fans don't notice all the time?
Yeah, he gets, you know, run from back behind and tap the ball out, somebody coming up the court. He's forever, you know, getting a big bucket, a big tip-in, or a big steal when we're out here playing. And the games get kind of competitive and fierce out here.
What does Mashburn look like to you?
I'll tell you what, Mashburn is, he reminds me exactly of Richard Madison. He's not quite as laid back as Richard was when he was in school, but Richard, or Jamal, is he's going to be a heck of a player. Can really shoot the ball, pass it well, handles the ball well, and I think he's going to really help the team out. He's big, 6'8", about 250 right now, so I don't know.
Yesterday, before our camera broke, which was Kenny Walker's fault, you mentioned that there were 3 teams that there had been some conversations about you might be traded to. Which 3 teams are they?
Well, I'd rather not say. There's, I know that I talked to my lawyer a few times, and he said that, hey Kenny, get up. He said that 3 or 4 teams from here on the East Coast had contacted Charlotte. He didn't really know what was going to happen right now. He didn't think that anything would happen, but my job is just to get in the best shape I can be in, go into camp, have a good camp, and get the season started off on the right foot this year.
Going into your 3rd year, can you describe in a couple of sentences how much difference that is for you today versus a couple of years ago, when I'm sure when you walked in you said, God, this is the NBA?
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago being in like Kendall Gill's situation when he's coming in this year. He hasn't signed yet, and I hadn't signed going into my rookie year, which looking back I wish I had. It was a big adjustment for me. I came into camp a week late. All the veterans were already in camp, and it was a big adjustment for me. So, you know, I had to get used to that. And then going in last year, I was a little more comfortable. But I feel this year that I'm really adjusted to the NBA style of game, the NBA lifestyle, and the novelty is sort of worn off.
So when a guy like Kendall Gill comes in, you'll now try to help him? Yeah,
I'll do my best. You know, I know that it could be a heck of an adjustment. Not so much on the court, but off the court more than anything. It's a tough league, and it's a man's league, you know, and if you're not prepared for that, then you got some long days ahead of you.
Knowing that this is not cable TV, but this is your regular, straight, normal TV, and with your knowledge of the parameters of what you can say in straight TV versus cable TV, is there anything in the world you'd like to say about Kenny Walker since last night on the air? Like I promised, keeping my word like a good Boy Scout, I said that Kenny said the reason why our camera broke down was your mug. Anything in the world you'd...
So you won't mess up the camera?
That is no, it's not possible.
Yeah,
no, that's not even, it's not 1,000,000 to 1 with a fresh battery being put in.
No fuse gonna blow.
No. The camera twice.
This camera is 6 months old.
Yeah,
okay.
40,000.
Hey, this camera would be good in New York anyway, not like the old crappy camera there.
It's starting to distress me.
The time it would have been great for a sitcom.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? All right, so your piece at Kenny. I'm afraid to do a long question because A, you know it, and B, the battery might die.
All right. Well, I've come back in a costume, hoping I won't break the camera. Maybe you can fill the viewers in on what's happened the past couple of days with this, but I'm going to give it a shot and take off my costume. So we'll see. No, what I wanted to say about Kenny, this was Kenny's idea, by the way, so I wouldn't break the camera again. So I've tried to sneak up on it. Kenny is, he's a lot brain damaged. You know, we've really become good friends, I guess best friends over the last 2 or 3 years since I've come into the league. Unlike a lot of veteran players, when I was first coming into the league, Kenny really didn't show me any, didn't give me any advice, didn't help me out in any way. I was pretty much on my own. I'd call him and he would duck my calls. I'd leave messages on his answering machine, and you know, he really wasn't a good friend to me. But I've decided that I can bypass all of his advice for better people. And Kenny really told a story on me. I was standing behind him when there's a fly chasing me now. I was standing behind him when he was talking about me a little while ago, talking about how I used to write him. It was just the opposite. Kenny used to write me when I was in high school, He saw me play down here a few times in Lexington. We played Henry Clay a couple times, and Kenny used to write me when I was in high school, believe it or not, and ask for advice on what to do, ask how to handle the media. He used to be really shy, and not only shy, but I hope maybe you can dig out an old picture of Kenny tonight and put it up by like this still shot that you might have of him right now, maybe his senior or junior year, and look at the dramatic change that's happening in Kenny Walker's looks.
How ugly he used to be.
Oh, well, he's ugly now, but he used to be hideous. And just put them side by side and let the fans see what the NBA can do to somebody. It's a dramatic improvement. I mean, I got to commend him on that. He used to be hideous. Come after me, big boy.
Let me tell you one thing, Chapman. You running around here, you telling all these Kentucky fans.
It's true. Is it true? He used to be ugly. Well, uglier.
Well, we're going to tell the fans that you are still ugly. I look good. He's ugly. He's so ugly. You know how ugly he is?
He's got to sneak up on a glass of water just to get a drink.
No. You so ugly that tears run down the back of your neck. That's how ugly you are.
Oh, well, okay.
This is Alan's hat.
No.
This hat, not bad, son. I can't believe the camera broke.
I can't either.
I do.
I can feel it.
I do. I believe that it broke.
Yeah,
That's twice.